What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick, and I'm going to give you a top 10 WWE/WWF rivalries list. So, I have, you have for 10, I guess, let's see here. My favorite rivalries in here. Triple H versus Mick Foley. They had their Royal Rumble 2000 match, but I really like the match. No Way Out 2000. The Hell in a Cell match for the WWF Championship. Then The Rock faces whoever wins that. Triple H comes out and wins that. Number 9. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins rivalry. Number 8. AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. In 2016, they had 2 of their best matches ever. Payback wasn't so good, but Extreme Rules was way better than Payback. What? Excuse me. When Seth Rollins returned and pedigreed Roman Reigns at the end. Then you have Dean Ambrose cashing in at Money in the Bank when Seth Rollins takes the World Championship from Roman Reigns. Then you have, and this is my 7th, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, but that wasn't really a good rivalry, but like sometimes good. Sorry about my eye, guys. I'm very tired. You have, you kind of had it coming, Seth, when you, like, I'm not really sure how to put this. They had a good rivalry for the Intercontinental Championship, breaking up the Shield in the first place, with Roman Reigns out with leukemia. But they shot fire at Roman's leukemia, which I thought wasn't good. Because that's real life, man. People go through leukemia and cancer like that and don't even come out of it. But you guys have a lot of leukemia survivors. Okay, back to the matter at hand here. Number, I think, 6. Let's see here. 6. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Yeah, they had a good run. What I really liked about it was at WrestleMania 19 when they had their match at for the WWE Championship. When Brock Lesnar almost broke his neck doing the shooting star press to Kurt Angle. That was a really good spot. And then 5 Um, Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. Now flat down, Rey Mysterio is my favorite WWE superstar, hands down. He was the first wrestler I've come to love in 2010 when I started, 9 years ago. I even got his name in, I, I did it in pen, but it faded over the years because this belt went to crap. Let's see, it's cracked like right there. So, and this is the first title I ever got. I actually got to pose with the world champion, the real world championship, at a card convention. So that picture's out there. Yeah. So you had Eddie Guerrero versus Ray. If Eddie Guerrero beat Rey Mysterio, he would come out with his secret about Dominic being his son. But Rey Mysterio beat him, but you know his motto: I lie, I cheat, and I steal, man. So he came out and said Dominic is his son. And then they had a really good match at SummerSlam 2005. Yes. I do rewatch these matches on WWE Network. Because I was alive in 2005, but I didn't know what wrestling was till 2010. So, the other match, the other rivalry I liked in 2009 was I think this is 4. Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio. You had a bunch of matches. You had actually I think you had like 2 or 3. I think only 2. Let's see. I know there was one at the Bash and Extreme Rules 2009. And they were feuding over the Rey Mysterio's mask because he was Chris Jericho was obsessed with that mask. Cause it seemed like, so you had Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho at the Bash. If Rey Mysterio lost, he would lose his mask, but he won. So at at Extreme Rules, you had Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho, mask versus title. You had Chris Jericho winning the match, so Chris Jericho got Rey's mask. Number 2. No, I'm sorry. That was number 4. This is number 3. CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio. This was started CM Punk's head shaved thing, 2010. They had 3 good matches. Starting at WrestleMania 26. If Rey Mysterio lost, he would join CM Punk's Straight Edge Society. He would shave his head bald. Except I think he's already bald, but that besides the point. CM Rey Mysterio won at WrestleMania 26 with a roll up pin or a hurricanrana into a pinfall. No, that was at Over the Limit. You had the 619 and then the pinfall. Then in Extreme Rules, now it gets to the point where Rey Mysterio, CM Punk still wants Rey to join the Straight Edge Society, the SES, but Rey Mysterio wants Christian. I'm so tired, guys. CM Punk to shave his head. So it's gonna be the next match at Extreme Rules 2010. If CM Punk loses, he gets his head shaved. So a whole bunch of back and forth at the beginning of the match. CM Punk gets the win by doing the go to sleep to the GTS. To Rey Mysterio, gets the win, gets to keep his hair. So then they do another match at Over the Limit 2010. Now it gets brutal. So now it's going to be Rey Mysterio joins this Trade Society versus Punk's hair. So there will be a loser in this match. If it's Rey Mysterio, he joins this SES. If Punk loses, Rey Mysterio shaves his hair. So then Rey wins with a hair Karana into a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say probably 10-minute match. So then Rey Mysterio shaves Punk's hair. That's it. Number 2. The Rock versus Stone Cold. They had a bunch of great matches. They had, I know WrestleMania 15. Shoot, I'm going to mess this up. I'm sorry. Here, hold on. But they had 3 great matches. Not Randy. Okay. So you had 3 great WrestleMania matches. Come on. So in the last WrestleMania match, at WrestleMania 17, no, 15. Damn it. The Rock burst onto the scene with a meteoric ascension. The Great One found himself on par with the company. You gotta be kidding me. So, I'll come back to that. 2. 2. They were the 2 superstars that people were looking. Mankind versus Undertaker. Great rivalry there. You had in 1998, there was a bunch of crap. Like, good shit. You had the greatest Hell in a Cell match, which was Undertaker versus Mankind, King of the Ring, 1998. You had Undertaker throw Mankind off the cell. Thought he was dead. Like I watched that match. I probably watched that match 3 times. Actually, this is gonna be 2 hours and 1. So it's Undertaker and Mankind. And then Undertaker versus. Okay, so Undertaker versus Mankind first. You had him thrown off the cell. Thought he was dead. But he gets back up. So then they start fighting inside the cell. Undertaker comes out with the win, I think. Yeah, I hope. But then the other rivalry, 2.5, is Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. Great rivalry. Great build up to this match. To these matches. WrestleMania 25 in 2009. I watched that match 3 or 4 times. I can watch that match and still get goosebumps. You had Undertaker fly out of the ring onto a cameraman. You had like a bunch of near falls. 1, 2, kick out. He kicked out of that. Like, gosh, blown my mind. That crowd was hot that night in April 25th, 2009, I think. April 25th, April 26th. But then you had, but that wasn't enough for Shawn Michaels. You had, career versus streak.
They're going, this guy's got some momentum, like.
You had Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, career versus streak. A bunch of near falls again. Elbow through the table. Sweet chin music 3 or 4 times. I don't know if this was at 25 or 26, but Shawn Michaels, of course it was at 2, but Undertaker's stunned face when Shawn Michaels kicked out of the tombstone. I'm still trying to get when they fought when Stone Cold versus The Rock fought. So Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels kicked out of the tombstone a bunch of times. So then Undertaker sadly beat Shawn Michaels. Career ended 26-0. Then those matches were fun to watch and go back to relive. 2010. After 11 years. 2010, 2011, 2012, go back after 9 or 11 years. So, number 1 is certainly Stone Cold versus McMahon. Vince McMahon. The number 1 rivalry right here, guys. This was a great rivalry to me because You had him as corporate champion, stunning Vince McMahon every Monday night. That's a lot of fun to me to go watch. You have the beer truck in 1998, 1997. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun to go back and watch. I'm still trying to figure out the.
Who's better, Rock or Austin?
I'm still gonna. I'm gonna go back to number 3 and talk about Stone Cold versus The Rock real quick.
Huge.
If anybody wants to see Rocky Mafia get his ass whipped, give me a hell yeah.
So yeah, you had Undertaker, you had Stone Cold versus McMahon,
Their upbringings, their
and that was a lot of fun
Rocky is more of a
right there. And it's even fun because it is number 1 in this DVD. And this came out in 2013.
Texas rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to check right in to the SmackDown Hotel, roll right in through 316, and burn that son of a bitch to the ground.
I'm watching the beer truck thing with Rock and Stone Cold.
You have so many moments that are unforgettable.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep talking until they don't.
At WrestleMania as the WWF champion for the very last time.
Every WrestleMania. It was like, it seemed like we were always waiting for that WrestleMania because you knew it was going to be Rock and Austin.
It's all about heart. It's about personal issues, pride, and who
Yeah,
in
15.
this business.
All right, that's all I wanted to see. I don't care how many times. I'll see it 50 times. You know,
15, 16, probably 17. So they had 3. So they had 3 encounters.
with all my friends, and we were always arguing over who was better, Rock or Austin. I was always the Rock guy. All my friends were always the Stone Cold Steve Austin guy.
So much on the
Yeah, so about 15.
not just the money of the championship, but the Rock and Austin are the two biggest stars.
Oh yeah, they had it on WWE 2K14. So
Was unlike any other superstars you'll ever see in your entire life.
I know that was at 15. I know The Rock won at 17.
The Rock has done it all. He's done it all. The one thing that The Rock has not done, one thing, is whoop that ball candy ass at WrestleMania.
Okay, so that was 15.
Rock and Austin, one last time.
This is one of the great rivalries. This may be historic.
At WrestleMania 19. So it was 15, 17, 15, 17, 19. There we go.
It's all said and done. The best in this one I've ever offered you. They gave you everything they had.
Stunner rock bottom. The Rock gave a stunner to Stone Cold. He also gave it to The Rock.
Because there just doesn't.
The Rock gave
And that's what we
a stunner to Stone Cold, and The Rock came out victorious at WrestleMania 19. Yeah, so those are my top 10 WWE rivalries. Sorry it's so long, but hey, those are my top 10. Alright. Bye, guys. See you guys in the next video.